In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the ultimate teacher gift guide. I've pulled hundreds of teachers and asked them what their most desired and least desired gifts are, and I'm going to share all of that with you so that you know exactly what to get that wonderful teacher in your life. If you're new to my channel, my name is Melody Munch. I was a full-time second grade teacher for the past 8 years, turned full-time teacher resource creator through my brand, Mrs. Munch's Munchkins. My goal here on this YouTube page is to share lots of ideas that would be helpful to teachers in the classroom. But for this video, you're in the right place if you are a parent or classroom family looking to get a teacher a great gift. Or maybe you're a teacher looking to give a coworker a great gift. Or you're just a teacher and you want to tell us what gifts you think we should add to the list in the comments below. All of the above work well. 2 disclaimers before we get started. 1, any gift given to a teacher is appreciated and not expected. We know that families are in all different seasons of life, so just to receive a gift shows that you thought of us and means the world. The second disclaimer is that, of course, all teachers are unique and different, so you might check in with the school to see if the teacher has a list of their favorite things so that you can really tailor your gift specific to the teacher your child has or to your coworker. The gifts mentioned in the most desired and least desired gift will be a true reflection of the audience that I polled, so of course they may not exactly reflect the teacher your child or your coworker has. Let's start with the least desired gift items. Number 1 by far on the list was mugs. And that's kind of hard for me to say because I absolutely love mugs, but I do really understand this one because they are a very popular gift item. You can just quickly have way too many, specifically when it comes to holiday themed mugs and cups. Once you get through your second or third year of teaching, if you've been gifted 6 or 7 each year, you just run out of space for them and you hate to get rid of them, and so it just becomes a problem. The second gift is very similar in the reasons why it is least desired, and that is candles. Again, I love a good candle, but when you get a lot of them every year, especially holiday themed scents, you just can't possibly burn through them all in the winter season, and then you end up having a lot of them to store. And so if you're me, you end up giving them away to other friends and family because you just don't want to have all of those candles to store. The third least desired gift is lotions. I really understand this one again because there's only so much lotion a teacher can have, and I know all of these gifts are probably least desired because they are easy to get and commonly given, but if you can limit how often you give those, I think that just helps teachers not have an excess amount of them. As well with candles and lotions, some teachers are sensitive to fragrances or might prefer a more all-natural type of lotion or fragrance, so I think both of those gifts are harder to give now because of teachers' preferences on those types of items. The fourth least desired gift would probably be my personal number 1, and that is stuffed animals. Stuffed animals are commonly given when students are trying to be a part of the gift-giving process. They might pick out a stuffed animal they think their teacher would love, which is so sweet, but again, I just don't know what to do with them afterwards, and so they end up in my Goodwill bag. The fifth least desired item was notepads. I just tend not to go through them, so I'm guessing the teachers who entered this answer are in the same boat. You might use your sticky notes, or you already have a notepad, so then you just accumulate more and more notepads and you end up not going through them. The 6 least desired items was quote plaques or signs, specifically holiday themed ones. This is really going to vary on each teacher's style. For me, I just didn't have enough places to put these. And the last least desired teacher gift was candy, which I probably would disagree with for me personally because I would just bring the candy to family events and share it, but I have experienced having way too much leftover holiday candy and having to throw some away. So Perhaps if your teacher does not have a sweet tooth, or they just don't have a lot of people to share the candy with, they just don't want it so that they don't have to end up tossing it at the end of the season. Now for the most desired gifts. Number one, by far, no contest, is gift cards. So many teachers said gift cards. Some said to specific places like restaurants or Amazon, or if you have access to the teacher's favorite things, you could just pick one of their favorite stores to give a gift card to. But I would say restaurants was probably the most popular response I got. Many teachers said they love just not having to cook when it's after school. A lot of teachers also mentioned that gift cards that are even $5 to $10 are still something they would desire much more than a $5 mug or candle or any other $5 gift that could be given. The second most popular teacher gift item was something that is free, and that is a handwritten card. I always hang on to handwritten notes that are thoughtfully delivered from students and families. They mean so much. They just affirm that you are seen by that family and that student, and that they think you're doing a good job, and it just truly means so much to teachers. So that is something you can include no matter what you give a teacher. It will mean so much. I would recommend that if your student is not fluently writing yet, you as the adult could write for them what they want to say to their teacher. I always preferred when I had a note that was more thoughtful and not just a pre-made saying with the student signing their name. I didn't typically hold on to those because it didn't hold any extra value or thoughts from the student or family. But if the parent took the time to thoughtfully write out a note, or if the student did, then that was definitely something I clung on to. The third most desired teacher gift were favorite snacks. So again, you're probably going to want to check out the teacher's favorites list, or at least have your student ask them what some of their favorite snacks are, or if they've observed them eating certain snacks. Those are really nice to have on hand in the classroom. I'm a big fan of popcorn, so I always loved when families would bring me a big bag of pre-popped popcorn, and I could just save that at school and use it as a snack during the day. The fourth most desired teacher gift is something very popular at the moment, the Stanley Cup. I think teachers love Stanleys so much because they have very little time to go refill their water bottle on their breaks. Their breaks are so short as it is, and you're trying to plan things and go to meetings during that time. So having a water that stays cold all day and is really easy to transport to and from work in your cup holder in the car is so nice. Stanleys come in so many fun colors and combinations, so you can really fit the Stanley to fit your teacher's personality. I also love the new straw toppers that you can find on Amazon in packs of 4 and 6. I have these flowery ones, and I've also ordered a Christmas set. So if you wanted to add a little extra flair, you could order some straw toppers to go along with the Stanley, and that would be an excellent gift. The fifth most desired teacher item was specialty pens. So the pens vary depending on what style the teacher loved. Flair pens and Inkjoy are both very popular, and several times I saw mentioned erasable pens. This is the set of erasable pens that I love from Pilot. They're called Friction, I think, Friction clicker pens. They work so well. I'll show you a little demonstration. I love the variety of colors they have, and they also have a smaller set of just black if you wanted to get this as a smaller add-on to an existing gift that you were already building for a teacher. This set is $20 on its own, so this would be pretty much your gift, and you could add a little small thing along with it, like the teacher's favorite snack, if you wanted to give them a more expensive set of pens. Along with those most desired teacher gift items, I have a few other ideas I want to share that are more specialty and unique items. These items would be best if you know the teacher well and know that they could use this specific item. If you're not sure, I would definitely include a gift receipt so that the teacher can exchange it if it's not really something that they need. These would also be great if you're giving a gift to a coworker. The first item in my extra ideas is this amazing pencil sharpener. I'm gonna show you how it works because it's one of those things you just have to see to really believe, but it sharpens pencils with no manual effort. You just insert the pencil, it sharpens it for you, hands-free, and then pops the pencil back up when it is perfectly sharpened. I've tried this with many unsharpened pencils and it sharpens them perfectly every single time. Very, very impressive. If your teacher does not have a pencil sharpener they love, this would be at the top of my list to give to them. The second idea I have that's a really unique gift is the presentation clicker. If the teacher uses classroom slides specifically, this is a must-have. It was a game changer for me in the classroom. Typically, they'll have to either go back to their computer or fiddle with their board to change the slide, which, depending on what kind of setup they have, can be unreliable. And if they need to adjust the volume, they're also having to perhaps go back to their computer to fiddle with that. But if they have a clicker, it does all of those things for them and can just be so nice to have because it really makes transitions much smoother and allows them to stay where they want to be in the classroom, whether that's up front, working with the students, or walking around the room, and they're able to control their slides from anywhere in their classroom and adjust the volume. The third specialty gift item is some special dry erase supplies. I found these Crayola dry erase markers were so much more vibrant than the other markers I had been using and were really easy to write with because they were a bit thicker of a marker. So those became my absolute favorite. Along with those were the magnetic dry erasers. They were so handy, that way I didn't have to always find one. It was just right there on the board, and when I was done, I could just toss it back and it would stick to the magnetic board. That made my life really easy. The fourth item I have is remote controlled outlets. These are a must-have if your teacher has lots of soft lighting or lamps. It will save them so much time. The pack that I recommend has 5 remote controlled outlets. So they just plug them into the wall and then they plug whatever lamp or item they want to control into that outlet. And then they use a little battery operated remote control, and when they click it, that light will come on, and then there's also a button they can click whenever they want to turn it off. This makes coming and going at the end of the day and the beginning of the day in the classroom so easy. When they walk in the morning, they just click all of their remote controlled outlets on, and when they leave, they click them all off, and they don't have to spend time going around to each individual lamp and turning it off and on. The fifth item I have is also something I just got in my 8th year of teaching, and that is a cordless hot glue gun. Especially for primary teachers, I feel like this would be used so often. You do so many cute crafts and things for students, and whenever it's time to use the hot glue, in my classroom, the teacher was the only one allowed to use it, so this is so handy. That way you don't have to have students come to a specific spot. You could really go around anywhere in the room, and you just hold this button down and it will charge up and turn on. You can insert regular hot glue sticks, and then whenever you need to charge it, there is a little spot at the base of the hot glue gun where you plug it in with a little USB charger, and it charges up really, really quickly. Item number 6 are these mesh bags. I think these are great for the home and for the classroom, but I particularly loved using them in the classroom. I use these to store so many different things. One of my favorites being classroom games. So whenever we had a game and the box would be falling apart, I could save so much space by putting it in one of these bags, and it was a lot easier to store because those boxes do take up more space. So I love putting things in these bags. Additionally, if you have stations in your classroom, these bags are a great way to store all the materials needed for a station, specifically if it is a station where it might have multiple small pieces. The 7th item is something that teachers could enjoy outside the classroom, and that is these relaxing eye masks. I love these because you could easily toss a few of these into multiple different gift bags. It comes with 24 eye patches included, but you could just stick a few, like I said, in 2 different gift bags, and it's just a fun pampering item that teachers can enjoy. Item number 8 are the Tarte Lip Plumping Lip Glosses. These were something recommended to me by a friend, and now they're the only kind of lip thing I like to buy because they go on really smooth, they feel really nice, and they give a really nice color. So the ones that I have right now are the honeysuckle color and the primrose color, and I really love both of them, but the honeysuckle is my favorite. Last but not least, the 10th extra item I have is teacher accessories. Headbands are a really fun accessory to any outfit, and there's so many fun packs of headbands that you can find online. And there's a lot of fun teacher jewelry out there, or just fun jewelry in general. I know a really popular line is the Sugar Fix, I believe, from Target is a really fun deal right now that lots of teachers love, or there's lots of fun beaded teacher jewelry available online as well. And that is a wrap on the Ultimate Teacher Gift Guide. I hope that it was helpful for you and that the ideas give you a launching pad to creating a teacher gift that the teacher in your life will absolutely love. I will link anything that I mentioned that I can in the description below, so it's easy for you to find. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!